doing a bulk add to a station watcher or stopwatch. So let's say that I have my electronic sign-in sheet and I could download this as Excel, but I'm just going to copy paste the data that I need. Select all of this, Control C to copy, open Excel, Control V to paste. And actually not going to need header rows, so I'm just going to delete this part. And I'm not going to need username either. I just need banner ID, first name, last name. I'm going to delete that. So now my sheet is ready. I'm going to save this as a CSV or comma separated value. Here in the options, I'll find comma separated and save. And tell it yes. And now let's open Station Watcher and choose whichever lab. Select. So now we're going to go to Tools, and this part gets a little tricky. It doesn't work right away. You have to kind of hover. So I'll click Tools, and notice Import Wizards is grayed, but it still works. And this time it worked correctly. As soon as I hovered, I got the option for student courses. Sometimes it won't show up. I have to go back up here for a little bit, wait for a few seconds, then come back down and hover, and then click student courses. And now it's asking me what file I want to upload. Okay, I forgot to close the file. It won't work unless the file is closed. Close. Tools, Import Wizard. See this time how it doesn't work when I hover at Import Wizards. So I'll hover, I need to wait because it got stuck. Okay, and there we go, student courses. And we'll find the file again. And it was a CSV. Student CSV. Open. And we have to do this every time. New, put in the term, 2020-10. Okay, and it recognized the information, but now I need to tell Station Watcher which is which. So I click at the top column here, and I'm going to tell Station Watcher that this number is the banner ID or the primary ID. And I'm going to tell it that this column is first name. And this column is last name. And then we'll click import. I'm not going to import these, but if you'll click import, and then you'll get a message saying it was imported successfully. And then you can just spot check, and it should work on all the computers.
And just one more thing before you upload, you need to be super careful not to import any spaces, because that'll make it easier for folks to get into the computers, and it's hard to find once you upload them. And I'll give you an example. See, it looks like this is just 3 records here, but if I click in A1 and do Control End, notice how it jumps all the way down to row 6. So when I import this, it's going to import rows 1 through 6. It's going to import 3 blank records basically. So a couple ways you can do this. The safest way is just to copy all this data just like this without any extra spaces into a new spreadsheet and then save that spreadsheet. Another thing you could try is just click all the way down. I'm just selecting all the blank spaces and hit delete. And now let's take a look again and see. I'm going to do Control End, and see it's still going to the blank space. So it's probably going to be safer just to do a whole brand new sheet then. I'm going to copy this. Let's bring up a whole brand new sheet or a brand new workbook and paste. And let's try it again. Control End, and notice it stops right here at C3, so it's not going to copy any extra space. And save it just like this, and don't touch it after you save it like this. If you come back and you do something like this, then you might be putting extra spaces in. So make sure you don't click anywhere beyond the data. Make sure you don't type something and then delete it, and also make sure there's no stray marks or anything.